Yo YouTube, what's going on? Today we're looking at the Mindbender's Ambition. This is a shotgun that they reprised. We had it back a couple seasons ago and it was an absolute fucking monster. I actually didn't think they would bring this back, but here we are. The shotgun used to drop from the Hollow Layer Strike, Nightfall, whatever you want to call it. And I remember trying to grind for this a while ago, trying to get that quick draw snapshot with the full choke. Sheesh. Hell no, I was not lucky with that shit though. Never got it, but ended up having like a decent roll that I would run around in PvP with. Obviously this time around they're not going to give it the same busted ass perks that it had, considering they're trying to lean away from people so heavily using these shotguns and shotguns only in PvP. So I have light GG pulled up on my other monitor. I'm just going to read off some of the perks you get in the third column. Some of the new perks you can get are Slide Waves, Snapshot, Threat Detector, Pugilist, Lead from Gold, and Auto Loading. Not a whole lot of great perks. I guess the new quick draw, you could consider it Threat Detector, and considering that Threat Detector and Snap is on the same slot, you can't really get that quick draw snapshot feeling anymore. So if I were you, I would definitely go for a Threat Detector, maybe a Handling Masterwork. And right column we have Steady Hands, Swashbuckler, 1-2 Punch, Well-Rounded, Fragile Focus, and Incandescent. Yeah, not a whole lot of good perks for this. I don't even know what to recommend. Actually, Well-Rounded is pretty good. You get a range buff, I believe, when you throw a grenade, and you get an even better buff when you use your melee as well. That could be wrong, but anyway, that's a pretty decent perk. Fragile Focus, I don't think it's worth running, because the moment you take damage, you lose whatever range bonus you get. I would actually recommend Steady Hands here, because yeah, it requires a kill, but right after you get the kill, you basically have quick draw. Like, it's a very neat perk to have, and considering there's not a lot of good ones here, I don't know. That's what I would recommend for PvP. If you're using this in PvE, God bless your soul. Why are you even doing that? There's so many better shotguns. Anyway, when it comes to shotguns, you definitely want full choke on it. Maybe another barrel perk. I don't know if rifle's good, but small bore is okay. You get that extra stability as well. Not that you need it, but full choke is just a go-to. It tightens the spread when you're shooting, and yeah, not a lot of other good barrels for shotguns. For the second perk, I would always recommend Eye-ris or Assault Mag. Assault Mag gives you that increased fire rate, which is pretty good. Eye-ris for the range, obviously. With the changes, you can now get Stunning Recovery and Vanguard's Vindication from it, since it is now a Nightfall drop, and they've been doing regular and adept versions. So yeah, there's an adept version of this, which is going to be even crazier. You could throw on adept handling, adept range, adept, oh Lord have mercy, this is going to be a disaster. I'm telling you right now, this shotgun is very consistent. There's not a lot of aggressive frames. Let's go take a look real quick. Astral, Found Verdict, Comedian, why are you even using that if you are? Dragonhild's pretty good. Toil and Trouble. Sudden Death is very, very, very good in my opinion. That is my opinion, not like you care, it doesn't matter. Well, if you're watching this, you do care. How could I forget Fell Winters? So there's about 8 aggressive frame shotguns, and out of the 8, I'd say about 4 or 5 of them are pretty good. You got the Astral, you got the Found Verdict, you got the Dragonhild. Now you have Mindbenders, and I would also argue Sudden Death. Those are your best options when it comes to the aggressive frames. In terms of the other shotguns, which ones I believe are better, I'm gonna be honest, probably none of them. Actually, I'd argue that Astral is definitely just as consistent as any of the other aggressive frame shotguns, and Found Verdict. Found Verdict has been running shotgun PvP, in my opinion, for the past 2 seasons. I feel like every lobby I get into, if somebody's using a shotgun, it's a adept time lost Found Verdict with some, because it can roll with some pretty good rolls. I think you get surplus opening on that, which is absolutely nuts. Same with the Astral, you could get that same perk, and it kind of fills the void of that quick snapshot role that everybody tries to get. You're gonna see this everywhere. I'm telling you right now. You're gonna see it in trials. You're gonna see it in threes whenever they bring it back. Sixes. Fucking. If you see it in PVE, that dude's a maniac. Like, this thing is an absolute menace. Probably, yo. You know, honestly, you'd probably see this shit again, but too. I'm not even kidding. Yo, this thing's a fucking beast. I'm not gonna lie. I had a blast using this, and I hate using shotguns because I think they're fucking overpowered and just insane. Like, I don't know. Plus, I feel like I get bored of shotguns very quick. I like using like fusions, just random shit, you know, fusions, GLs, like shit to piss people off. Even though shotguns piss people off a lot, I feel like, but that's besides the point. This thing is an absolute fucking monster. You guys gotta try it out. And when this rolls in the GMs, yo, I definitely gotta try the adept version. I might do a separate video on the adept version because this thing is crazy. So a few downsides with these aggressive frames is that their handling is absolute dog shite. That's why I've been mentioning the feeling of quick draw basically the whole time I've been speaking. Threat detector kind of fills that void. Surplus fills that void. Steady hands also fills this void, but obviously you can't roll surplus on this, so you definitely want to go threat detector and steady. In my opinion, I feel like that's a really good roll. Or even if you're going for the range, then you can replace steady for well-rounded, which will give you that range bonus when you throw a grenade or land a melee or something like that, I believe. Aside from the handling handicap, there's not much else this thing suffers in. Some easy ways to overcome this handling penalty or handicap, whatever you want to call it. You could definitely use some exotics like Ophidians, Dragon Shadow. Unfortunately, I don't think Titans have anything. I think Titans have anything to swap fast, to increase their swap speed. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, a good exotic actually for the Titans with this, if you're rocking Void, definitely go no backup plans. Yo, you're gonna have a constant overshield because of how consistent this fucking shotgun is. It's just gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. That's all I wanted to say. I'm probably gonna have some footage in the back playing. Definitely try this out. If you like it, let me know. Let me know what rolls you get. This thing's a fucking beast, and I can't wait for the GMs to try this adept version out. Yeah, that's about it. Deuces.